In order to take apart a Springer fork, you have to be able to compress the lower springs to relieve the pressure from the top springs that when you unbolt the two top bolts would spring into somebody's face, and that would be really no fun at all. To do so, we need a spring compressor. All you need is a threaded rod, a piece of metal with a hole in the center, a thick one perhaps, a couple of washers, and a couple of bolts. With this tool, we'll be able to compress the bottom spring and release the top one. So let's get started by uninstalling the headlight and using the headlight fixture hole to hook up our compressor. So now we need to compress the bottom springs with our tool to release the pressure that is now keeping compress the top springs and take them apart. So what we do, we screw in the hole that was holding the bracket that holds the headlight, our threaded rod, and with that we'll put a bolt on top of it. Then all we need to do is put another bolt through the bottom holder of the shock absorber to make sure that this cannot come out forward once it's compressed, and we start tightening the assembly. Okay, now we need to proceed and compress. Janus is holding the top of the threaded rod so it won't spin on me. We're compressing the bottom springs to release the compression on the top springs so that we can disassemble them. So as soon as the top springs are free, we can proceed and take them apart. So now that our bottom springs are compressed, the top one can't come off without springing out of their position as soon as we loosen the bolts. There you go. We remove the washer and the rubber bushing. So we're now decompressing the bottom springs by now releasing the bottom bolt that we have used to compress them, so that we can release the entire assembly from the bottom. All that's left to do is remove the threaded rod.